A snake in the world, and one of the largest. At 30 feet, the anaconda can grow to be nearly the length of a school bus. When most people say anaconda, they're referring to the largest of the 4 species of anacondas, the green anaconda. At up to 550 pounds, that's some serious heft. But these massive snakes have another, lesser-known characteristic. They thrive in water. In fact, the name of the anaconda's genus is Eunectes, meaning good swimmer. Eyes and nostrils positioned on top of their heads allow the snakes to remain almost completely submerged as they wait to ambush prey. Anacondas aren't venomous snakes. They are
Nikada niko neće saznati zašto veliki vuk nije pojeo malo prase. Možda nije bio gladan. Ili mu je pažnju privukao ugojeni jazavac, bar 10 puta teži od gileta. U svakom slučaju, mali baksuz je sačuvao glavu, a vuk ostao bez plena. A jazavac, on već spava u svom apartmanu.
Years from now, if New York is abandoned, I picture some explorer coming to Manhattan saying, those ignorant people, how on earth could they have ever expected to survive?
We're running out of oil, we're running out of water, we're running out of atmosphere, we're poisoning the whole planet.
We have a chance to get it right. We have a chance to move in the right direction now. I don't think that window of opportunity is going to be open very long.
One can hope that suddenly society will realize that it's on a doomsday path and change very rapidly.
It's June 8th, 2015. 1 carton of milk is $12.99.
Kada se u proleće klinovi ptica vraćaju s dalekog juga, preleteće urbane prostore koje stvara čovek da se nepogrešivo, bez kompasa i geografske karte, nađu van domašaja civilizacije. Poslednja oaza.
I've spent my life showing you how to survive in some of the world's toughest terrains. Together, you and I are gonna find our way back to civilization. We've got 2 options of what to do here. Either step really tentatively or crawl like a seal. We go for the tunnel with the draft or the tunnel with the warm air. Do we follow the sound of the monkeys or do we climb the tree? You're in charge here. You're on this journey with me. You decide. And if you don't make the right choices, it might not end well for me. Go, 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 go! In you versus wild, whatever you say, goes.
Selection processes of Asia's elite special forces.
Go!
Could you master the land, the sea, and the sky? Asia's ultimate soldiers are pushed beyond their limits, both physical and mental.
We must be better than the others.
Special Forces starts Thursday, 21st of November at 10, new to Viasat Explorer. Could you handle the extreme selection processes of Asia's elite special forces?
Go!
Could you master the land, the sea, and the sky?
One particular snake stands out.
the eyelash palm pit viper. These serpents aren't known to be friendly. They don't welcome intruders, and their defense is deadly. This is a snake to watch out for, if you can. It's so good at camouflage, it's practically elevated it to an art form. The eyelash palm pit viper gets its name from the upturned scales above its eyes. The distinctive feature may help in its ability to disguise itself.
The events covered are the Battle of Britain, Pearl Harbor, Midway, D-Day, the Dresden firebombing, and Hiroshima, to name just a few. The footage is accompanied by voiceover narration and intercut with various historians expanding on and explaining the details and complexities presented. I did enjoy the series and I learned a few things along the way, but there was also a lot of things that made me go, huh? From time to time. For example, there were a lot of repeated clips. I assume this is probably due to the availability of clips and the amount of time it would have taken for the colorization process. The thing that made me notice was that in one episode you see a plane land on an aircraft carrier going left to right on screen, and in another episode the same clip is used with the plane landing right to left, and you can even see the ID numbers now read backwards.
Scenario that survival experts Cody Lundeen and Dave Canterbury will tackle as a team.
This is not a 72-hour search and rescue scenario. You have to learn to improvise, adapt, and overcome with what's available to you.
Their mission, to show what it takes to escape the ruin and survive.
An area that's been ravaged by a natural disaster could be game over for all of us.
Opaska da će biti dovoljno da Titu samo zapreti prstom i on će pasti, nije se obistinila, niti Tita pokolebala. Naprotiv, ni provokacije Staljinovih satrapa ne pomažu. Počev od jula 1948. pa do jeseni 1950. godine, pogranične službe Albanije, Rumunije, Bugarske i Mađarske izazvaće preko 1000 graničnih incidenata. Militantno izazivanje napetosti. Politička haranga, ekonomska blokada. Ne biraju se sredstva. Uzalud. Čuvanje nezavisnosti jednako je čuvanju režima.
U svaku bitku ulazimo sa namerom da je dobijemo.
In 1980, Marshal Tito made his final journey through communist Yugoslavia, the country he had created. For 35 years, he'd held Yugoslavia's 6 republics